Getting ready for what?
To go home.
Why are you going home?
Going back to LA.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I have an interview at 2.
An interview for what?
A job.
What kind of job?
For political consulting firm.
Welcome to literally a podcast.
Huh?
Welcome to literally a podcast where Brandon's on the phone and...
Hi, everyone.
Tell him what happened, Brandon.
I don't want to talk about it to the public yet. Wait for my official statement to be released. Just kidding. Are you really recording right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't see it on FaceTime?
Sorry I can't be there, but, yeah. Shit happens, you know.
Yeah. That's
Understandable. So when are you gonna come?
Huh?
So when are you gonna be here?
Probably next week. I don't know.
Alright, for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, this isn't very entertaining, everyone.
It's Brandon's fault. Alright, bye.
Alright, bye.
So that was Brandon.
Alright, well. So that just leaves 3 of us now.
Yeah. He had an unfortunate event happen to him that prevented him from being here today. But, you know, it's all good.
The show must go on, so we're going to have to do it without him today. So, I'm AJ.
I'm Josh, and Cassie is...
doing her laundry. Or no, finding shoes to wear.
Yeah. So, you know, this is the first recording that after we made the whole Facebook page and Twitter that no one follows, but it's fine. I don't think we need a Twitter, but we just have it.
It's just there if you want to follow it at LAPCast.
Official LAPCast.
Oh, official LAPCast.
Yeah.
Where's the popper?
Popper?
There's the pop filter.
Oh, that's Brandon's, right? Or is that yours?
He left it here.
Oh.
Might as well use it.
There were a lot of P-pops last episode.
Where's the pop filter? The pop filter? The little wire thing, or the mesh. Oh, I don't know. Why? Forget it. We don't need it.
Yeah.
We're doing it raw. We're raw dogging it.
So, yeah, thanks for all your support. We've gotten a lot of likes in the first, how many days? 4 or 5
we got
days?
a lot on the first day, and then we had a couple more trickle in. But that was because I went on a massive inviting spree.
Yeah.
And it only allowed me to do a certain amount of friends. So the rest of you guys, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
You're going to get an invite to this page.
Yeah. I pretty much invited everybody I can remember who would I think would like listening to a podcast. I didn't invite my grandma or something. I invited pretty much everybody I could remember. If I missed anybody, then that kind of sucks, but I'll go through it again maybe.
I actually stopped caring who I invited, and I just kept going down the list. I just invite.
Yeah. It also made me realize how many mutual friends me and AJ have.
I know.
I looked at our mutual friends after that, and we have 200 mutual friends or
That's
something.
a lot.
Yeah. So, because it's basically everybody from school, from back in high school.
Yeah, but how many of them would hang out with you?
Yeah, exactly. I'd say 15, 19 of them.
Not throwing shade to anybody, but
yeah.
It's just it's real. It's a real problem we have.
Yeah,
we'll see somebody over summer and we'll be like, "Yo, dude, let's hang out." And then there's no follow-up message.
Right.
It's just like a courtesy thing. You just say it.
Do you remember Cody?
Cody Hobby?
Yeah. The day after our senior year, he was like, dude, because this is when I used to work out a lot with Danny.
Yeah.
Used to lift weights a lot. He's like, dude, I want to come over every other day and we could work out. And I was like, totally, dude.
Dude, I've never seen Cody.
I've never seen that guy since.
Dude, I miss him. I haven't seen him in forever.
But yeah, shouts out to Cody.
Cody Hobby, follow him on Facebook.
Yeah. I haven't seen him since 2013.
What's his Xbox name?
His Xbox name was Blood Knight 67 last time I remembered. That was a freaking
Blood Knight what?
67. That was a freaking OG name.
Classic.
Miss that dude.
Yeah, but sorry we never followed up on that ever. I also have your glasses lens cleaner too.
Mine?
No, Cody's.
Oh, Cody.
Yeah, my son. Or I used it for my phone. My phone was getting all dirty, so he let me borrow it, and I never gave it back.
Dang,
Am I a shitty friend?
Yeah, dude, that's probably expensive.
Yeah. So we sent out a message on Facebook just to see if everybody wanted to put input on what we should talk about, but we just decided to record anyway, so we don't have that yet. So
if it starts falling in place during the podcast, then so be it.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about? Let's just leave it at that. What do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. What's an important topic right now?
Let's talk about, have you heard about 13 Reasons Why?
Yeah, I have. I saw it on Netflix.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's really popular right now because, sorry, let me get closer to the mic. It's really popular right now because I guess Selena Gomez is like one of the producers for it. But anyways, it's a book. It was a book first, and I guess she read it and she really wanted to make it into a TV series. So yeah, so all of the episodes are on Netflix, and it's really good. I mean, I've seen it like everywhere. It's usually like Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, and so we decided to watch it yesterday, and we're like on episode like 5.
Wow.
And they're like 50-minute episodes, but it's really really good. It's just basically about like a girl who like committed suicide and stuff, and she left behind like these tapes for like certain people, and there's 13 sides or 13 tapes to it. Sorry, Penny. There's 13 tapes to it, and each one is like a person. So there's 13 people who have it, and apparently, you know, they're like the reasons why she committed suicide. Yeah. And it's sketchy, but it's so good. It reminds me of Degrassi. Did you watch Degrassi?
No.
I just watched the parts when Drake was in it.
Yeah. That was the one where Drake was handicapped?
Yeah,
because
he got shot.
Yeah.
The kid who came to school with the gun. And then he's just in a wheelchair the rest of the show, which is so sad. But it's crazy how Drake went from the kid in a wheelchair to this freaking rap icon.
Yeah, I just think it's funny that it's just Drake. Like, if it was any other kid, I'd be like, well, that's kind of sad. But if it's Drake, I don't know. It's just kind of funny that way. I know. Just how things turned out.
Yeah, but it's really good. You like it, right, AJ?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It sends a strong message about bullying in high school.
Yeah, I mean, that's like hearing what it's about now. It's so like up to date to what we're dealing with right now, because you know, was a lot of it. Did any of it have to do with cyberbullying or anything? Or
it wasn't like cyberbullying. It was like
straight up
just bullying, like physical stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it was like they were calling the girl a slut, and
and you know
it's
what?
just like
at first I was like, you know, that doesn't happen. You know, like people, I feel like people don't openly like bully someone in front of other people, and other people won't do anything about it. But my sister made a good point. Like there are probably like schools like across the country, like, you know, like not that wealthy schools, you know, low income schools that like experience that, and we were just lucky that we went to a certain school that didn't do that. And I just think we hung out with the right crowd.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the band, so I don't think
yeah, we just hung out with the band kids all day.
Yeah.
I mean, all we did was we go to school, and after school we'd have band practice. In the morning we'd have band practice, and we'd go on the weekends and like do band.
Yeah.
So there was no time for like drama, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was just like,
I think the worst things that happened were basically just like minor weed stuff.
That was it. It wasn't anything crazy like this show.
Yeah.
But it's pretty well produced, and it just leaves me on edge every second that I watch it, which is kind of why I don't like it in a way. But it's good overall. I think it's a good show. You should check it out.
Were you guys ever bullied? Not in high school, obviously, but like in the past.
I don't remember if I was. The only time I do remember, it wasn't even really bullying. It was just like a pretty crappy situation happened where I was hanging out with my friends over at this tree over by in this field.
What year was this?
This was in like 6th grade.
Okay.
And we were hanging out there, and we were all hanging in the tree, and our skateboards were on the ground, and some kids came up and stole my skateboard and then ran, and I started crying.
But did they do it on purpose?
Yeah, they ran. They came up. They said, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And then they took my skateboard and ran. And my friends started chasing after them, and I was all crying.
At least your friends were super supportive. They're chasing after them, got your back.
They're like, "We're gonna get these guys."
Yeah.
they're not gonna get away with this. That was like the only thing.
I only remember one specific time I was really bullied. It was like I was like in like 4th grade, where these 5th graders, they were just hanging outside the entrance of the school. I don't know why, but and then they like took my backpack and they threw it around. It was like monkey in the middle, but like I was like in my head as this was going on as a 3rd grader, I was like, this is like some TV shit. Like what are they doing? Like they eventually gave it back because they're 5th graders, but I think that was the only time I was like super like bullied, because I think just my attitude. I feel like my attitude towards stuff like that was just kind of like brush it off. Who cares, you know? Like, because like if you don't care, they don't care. So
yeah, but I don't know. Maybe if I was bullied, I don't remember, but like sometimes maybe I was the bully, but I didn't really think about it.
Cassie.
I think everybody is like that sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Even if you don't realize it.
Like you may have said something that offended somebody, but to you it was just like it was just it was just on your mind. Especially when you're in middle school, you kind of really don't have a filter. Right. You kind of just say stuff without any like repercussions or like
middle school is the most savage part of all school, dude.
Yes. I think that's honestly worse than high school sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
High school is more like malicious. Like they'll do things like sneaky or like they'll like backstab you or some stuff, but like middle school, they're just savage to your face.
Yeah.
They'll just call you out.
Yeah,
man.
like
it's scary.
And like since middle school is smaller, like everybody knows, right? So everybody knows a certain thing happened to you, or everybody, you know, catches on and or they join in or something. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a small community, and like it's just everybody is so familiar with each other that it's just one thing catches on, it just spreads like wildfire.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I was like openly bullied ever, but like definitely cyberbullying, especially over MySpace. And then like that was like the time when people had like form springs.
Yeah.
Do you remember that form spring?
Is that the one where you like ask a question but it's anonymous?
Yes. So someone made one of me and like asked themselves.
What year was this?
I don't know. It was like 6th or 7th grade.
That's
Anyways.
me.
Yeah, no, someone made one like a fake account of me, and then like they would ask themselves like really mean questions, and then I like fake me would answer them like really savage and stuff, and like it was me, dude. Middle school girls are so mean.
I can believe that, dude, because I feel like guys, they're more physical mean, right?
Yeah.
Girls are like, their words are like knives.
Dude, yeah, the words, dude, they're so mean. It was horrible. I was so sad.
The only thing I remember of like guys was like we'd just be in the locker room and we'd just be like, "Hey, want to go body?"
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we'd just start fighting out of nowhere.
Yeah, you always have to check your head because there could be something flying over the
I
lockers.
know, dude. That even happened in high school.
Yeah,
dude.
high school.
When I was a freshman, somebody threw a shoe and it hit a senior, and he was in weight training, so he's all buff and he was huge. And he came over. He's like, "Hey, who threw that?" And then he comes over to all the freshmen, like like lockers, and it's just all of us. We're all just like deer in headlights. We're all just so scared. We're like, "Dude, this guy's gonna beat us up right now."
I remember a couple guys over. I remember in high school. This is so high school. Like he got hit with an Axe can. It was just like
Axe can,
like Axe spray.
Yeah.
That's like such a high school thing to use. Axe,
but that was more middle school. But
yeah, you're right. Especially because like they would like overuse it. They would just walk in.
Oh my god,
like a cloud of Axe.
Poor kids.
And you know that smell too. So distinct.
I know.
But you got hit in the head with an Axe bottle.
That's pretty funny.
A little tink.
It's like a grenade.
Yeah.
And then you just know you're like, oh shoot, we're finished.
Yeah, but I guess we consider ourselves lucky in that bullying aspect.
Yeah.
Super lucky because my brother was not so lucky. Shouts out to my brother. He was bullied a lot in middle school, but luckily his high school career was really nice. So.
Yeah, I think high school is when you start to mature a little bit, and you start to kind of grow out of that phase, and you start to realize that like people have feelings too.
Yeah.
In middle school, there's no really like, I feel like there's no consequences really because it's just middle school, and you're just going to high school. Like in high school, you're trying to work for your grades and make sure that you can like get into a good college, or you're kind of working for an end goal once you reach the end of high school. But middle school, you're just going to high school. There's nothing really unless you're trying to go to a private high school, which is like on a really rare occasion, and they have to like,
Right.
or like you're doing sports and you're doing basketball and you want to go to like Modern Day, and they have like a really prestigious basketball program, and you're trying to work through that for middle school. But for the most part, most kids just don't really care. I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't care about
school,
I didn't care about anything in middle school. I was just having a good time.
Yeah. Also, in middle school, there was like this weird like elitist attitude about grades. If you're like 8th grader, for some reason, they thought like you were like a god.
You were a ruler, dude. You were tight.
I don't know why that was the thing, but that was totally. I think that's because everybody's immature. Because like in 8th grade, think about this. In 8th grade, you're still like 12 or 13. Like,
I know.
You're a little baby.
I don't know why. I thought 8th graders were really cool when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah, me too.
And then I was an 8th grader, and I was like, I thought I was like the bee's knees.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I was sick.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope, but not really. I was just some little punk kid.
Exactly.
Who was just freaking wanted to skateboard all the time and just blew off everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was rude. I was terrible.
I know.
I was a bad kid. But, you know, sometimes you just got to be a terrible person to realize that you're a terrible person, and then you grow out of it, you know?
Like a phoenix.
Like a phoenix.
Rising from the ashes. But, yeah. I'm just surprised that none of us, you know, have been bullied, but, you know, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's really good.
I don't remember, though, if I did. You know?
Exactly.
And if
you don't,
did, like, it just went over my head.
Yeah, if you don't remember, then it's not important to your life,
right.
I guess.
Right.
But it also is a thing where, like, it could happen to somebody, but it really affects them because you don't know what's going on in their lives.
I remember when I was a little kid, preschool, and this is where I first met Daniel, and me and Danny go way back, but he was getting bullied, like. He was like under a table and kids are like taunting him and teasing him because he didn't grow into his body that well. His ears were like a little bit too big at that point. But they were making fun of his ears, and like me and my brother were kind of hanging back, like watching this new kid get bullied. And like I didn't do anything to stop it.
He was under a table cowering while these kids are just saying you got big ears.
Yeah, and like I didn't do anything because like I was like a little kid at that point, but my brother's a little older, so he actually stopped the bullies. My brother, he actually saved him.
He stepped in. He's like, "Hey!"
Yeah, but like, yeah, I remember.
He's all big as a preschooler.
Yeah, no, he was like a first grader at that point, I think, or kindergarten. I don't remember, but so he was like a little older, and he stopped the kids from bullying him, which was really nice. So, you know,
I think like a group of kids like that are really small, and they do like things like that. Like, for a second,
like little heathens.
Yeah, like for a second, like if I saw that, I would laugh a little bit. I'd be like, what is happening with these kids? These kids are getting it, and then I'd realize I'm like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. These kids they shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
should probably break it up.
Yeah,
that's why I would be terrible as an elementary school teacher. Because like I would see things happening and like these kids would just be saying like the craziest things, and I would just laugh at them, and then I'd be like, oh wait, I should probably like address the situation.
Yeah, but you have a call actually? Should you take it?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you said that you'd be a bad middle school teacher, but you are a teacher technically right now.
Yeah, but that's for drumline. That's for a specific. That's for a specific thing.
Do you think you're a good teacher?
I think so.
That's good.
I think I can teach them some things that they don't know and like kind of help them out a little bit, but I wouldn't say I'm the best.
Yeah, but like as a teacher in general, do you think you would be good? Because you said that you wanted to become a teacher in language before you changed your major.
Yeah, but it's I think I would be good in that because I think in like a really patient subject like learning a foreign language, I think I'm pretty good at that because that takes a lot of patience, especially when you are completely foreign and you have no like foundation for language at all for the one that you're learning. At least it takes like a lot of time to be able to sit with somebody and like have them like struggle like trying to figure out how to make sentences or how to form phrases that they can make sense in their mind, because they're not only saying it to make sense to other people, you're also trying to learn how it makes sense in your own brain, which is something that I found difficult when I was learning Italian. Is I'd be able to say something, but I wouldn't necessarily know how like what it means, or when I'm reading a passage, I can read it definitely, and it takes me a while to figure out what it means in my brain first. So that's like I think that's like one of the hardest parts about learning a language. It takes a lot of patience.
Yeah, I completely agree that learning a language is hard. In high school, I was really bad at learning Spanish. For some reason, it would not click. I was pretty much a C- student both years learning Spanish. I think it's half of me not caring, even though it's kind of bad because like as an English speaker, you're like, oh, I don't care about this other language. But, you know, it's low-key true. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
But also the other half was it just wasn't really clicking in my brain. Like I guess I don't have that, like, I don't know, that part of me that just, you know, can just learn something like a different languages, you know, really efficiently. I just wasn't really good at it.
Yeah. It's like some people believe that learning a language is talent and that it's like you have to be skilled in order to learn one. It's really not that way. Like, to be honest, anybody can learn a language, but it takes like a lot of like work to be able to do that, and you have to really dedicate yourself to it, and you have to practice it every day, because if you really want to strive to learn a language, you have to have like also a goal. So you have to be able to sit down and tell yourself, like, I want to be able to have a conversation with somebody by the end of 6 months or so. Right. And you have to be on top of yourself and learn it and be able to try to reach that end goal in like whatever amount of time that you set for yourself. But it's the same as like any other subject. You just have to work at it. It's not something that's like you have to be specially gifted for. So
yeah. I guess it's because a lot of my friends just learn their languages, their specific languages, super quick, and I was just like, you know what, whatever.
a lot of that comes from at-home learning.
Yeah, probably
from I would say parents speaking a language.
Yeah, I also have to consider that, like, since we live in South California, like a lot of people already know
South California.
Yeah,
just call it SoCal.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't think
South California sounds weird. Just call it Southern California. I prefer Southern California other South California. It just sounds weird to me. Anyway, go on.
I don't like SoCal. The first time I heard SoCal was someone from NorCal telling me to call it telling me to call it SoCal.
Why do you say NorCal like it's a bad thing?
Because it's
NorCal.
Because it's stupid. I hate abbreviations or something. It's just stupid.
It's easy to say.
North California, South California. It's fine.
Anyway, go on. What were you saying?
Wait, what was I talking about? Wait, what was I talking about?
You're saying something about our location.
Oh, yeah. Since we live in SoCal,
there we go.
That a lot of people already know a little bit of Spanish. But being a white guy, like, I know absolutely nothing about Spanish. But I thought it would be good for me to learn Spanish because, you know, we live in SoCal.
Hell yeah.
So, I don't know. It was a mess.
I found, because when I took Spanish in high school, that was before I wanted to like pursue linguistics, so I didn't really care. But at the same time, I was really good at like learning the basics of it. Yeah. I think for the most part, I'm pretty good at picking up the basics of a language. I did it with Korean a little bit. Like I was able to understand how to pronounce it, and I was learning how to read it a little bit in the characters, but I just didn't stick with it, and then I stopped. And then Italian was the same way. For a while, I was getting really good at it, and then I just stopped because I wasn't really motivated to keep practicing it, which I will later on, but just right now, I'm just not really focusing on it.
Yeah. I think it's funny that with most languages, everybody knows at least like one word in that language, and it's usually a bad word. Like for me, in Korean, the only word I know is, should I say it, or is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, okay. The only word I know is Byungshin, and that's my favorite word so far.
It's the only one you know.
Yeah, it's a really. Oh my gosh!
Hold on 1 second. What are you guys doing? Nobody's even here. Stop barking.
Jeez.
Yeah, the words anybody knows, like in a language, or they have a friend that knows it, they're like, "Oh, how do you say this?"
Yeah,
it's a bad word. Like,
right.
It's funny that everybody does that.
Yeah.
Especially, you know who does that the most? Middle schoolers.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to middle schoolers. Some kid brought like a Tagalog dictionary to middle school one day, and then we're all at the lunch table before school started, and we're like, "Oh, how do you say like how do you say like F your mom? And then we start looking in the dictionary for it. And I was like, we're not even learning how to say hello. We're just learning how to say F your mom in Tagalog.
Anyway.
Of course, middle schoolers being savage like always.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're running on 25 minutes. I say we should wrap this up. Today's podcast has been a little... Little dogs. This podcast has been pretty chill compared to the other ones.
It's a little more centralized
on
a specific topic. Well, 2 topics really.
Yeah.
But.
So so I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and we're gonna record the next one right after this one. So that Facebook question's still up if everybody wants to give any input. So
we'll probably leave some more for the next one too. So if you're listening to this, just stay tuned on Facebook.
I'm sorry.
Every single day until you see a LAPCast notification and comment on it.
Oh my gosh, these dogs.
No, I don't even know what they're doing.
Anyway, see ya.
Bye.